Cancer loves acid. Cancer also loves no oxygen.
The foods you eat have a greater impact on your health than you might think. Some could even be creating the perfect environment for cancer to grow. But what if I told you that with a few simple adjustments you could turn things around? In this video, we'll reveal 9 acid-forming foods to avoid and how to keep your body strong. My friend Martin made these changes, and within just 2 weeks his energy improved and he felt healthier than ever. It's incredible what the right choices can do. If you're excited to learn more about this topic, comment "I'm ready" and I'll be sure to give your comment a heart. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more valuable health tips. Now let's get started. But first, let's talk about the role of pH balance in health.
pH means potential hydrogen. And when you dissolve acid in a solution, it gives off hydrogen ions. When you dissolve alkaline in solution, it gives off hydroxy ions. So the pH scale is potential hydrogen, potential hydroxy. So I'll do it in everyday language now. It's the acid-alkaline balance. So up one end, we have acid. And up the other end of the acid-alkaline scale, we have alkaline. And in the middle, we've got neutral. Neutral is neither acid nor alkaline. So the acid scale, it's 0, alkaline, it's 14, and in the middle, 7 is neutral. Blood has a reading on the pH scale, and blood's reading on the pH scale is between 7.35 and 7.4. It will always be within that range.
A balanced pH is crucial for preventing diseases like cancer, which thrives in an acidic environment where the cellular pH drops to 5.5. In contrast, a blood pH of 7.35, 7.4, creates an internal environment that supports the body's natural ability to fight disease and repair itself. Acid-forming foods such as processed meats, refined sugars, and alcohol increase acidity, fueling inflammation and cellular damage that can promote cancer growth. By incorporating more alkaline-forming foods like leafy greens, lentils, and nuts, you can neutralize acidity, strengthen your immune system, and deprive harmful cells of the environment they need to thrive. Achieving a diet with 70 to 80% alkaline-forming foods and 20 to 30%. Now let's talk about the 9 acid-forming foods. 1. Meat.
These acid-forming foods are high in the acid-forming minerals, which is phosphorus, sulfur, and chlorine. So what foods are high in phosphorus, sulfur, and chlorine? Meat. This explains why Dr. Colin Campbell found he could turn cancer cells on and off like a switch by the amount of meat and dairy products he was giving the rats.
Meat, particularly red and processed types, is one of the most potent acid-forming foods due to its high phosphorus and sulfur content. When metabolized, these elements contribute to an acidic environment in the body, which has been shown to support cancer cell growth and inflammation. Excessive meat consumption also increases oxidative stress, which can damage cells and weaken the immune system, reducing the body's ability to fight off diseases like cancer. Additionally, processed meats are often loaded with preservatives and additives that further contribute to acidity and have been classified as carcinogenic by health organisations. While meat can be a source of protein, overconsumption disrupts the body's pH balance, making it essential to limit intake and prioritise plant-based alternatives for a more alkaline and cancer-resistant diet. Mr. Martins made the decision to cut back on his meat consumption, and the results were remarkable. He noticed significant improvements in his overall health, including increased energy levels and a greater sense of well-being. This small change had a big impact, proving the power of mindful dietary choices. To make healthier choices, comment yes to health and take the first step toward a balanced, stronger body. 2. Wheat. Modern hybridized wheat is a significant contributor to acidity in the body due to its complex gluten structure. Unlike ancient varieties, today's wheat has undergone extensive hybridization, making its gluten harder to digest. This often leads to symptoms like bloating, brain fog, and gluten intolerance, which can weaken the digestive system and contribute to an acidic environment where diseases like cancer can thrive. The hybridization process has also increased the levels of acid-forming minerals like phosphorus, further disrupting the body's pH balance.
So let me give you the wheat story. The original wheat that God made is called Enkenhorn, or some call it just Enkhorn. And that original wheat had a very fragile protein or gluten structure. It is not sure when, but they estimate a couple of thousand years ago, Enkenhorn did a wild hybrid with a field grass and came up with the Emma strain of wheat. Its structure, its protein or gluten structure is not as fragile, but it's still fairly fragile. And in the 1950s, it was the Emma strain of wheat that was put through intensive crossbreeding, and it came up with the hybridized wheat that we know today. That hybridization of the wheat created an incredibly complex gluten or protein structure. Yesterday we looked at the starch that was changed, but today we're looking at how the hybridization process changed the gluten or the protein structure, and it's almost only a cast iron gut that can break down that very complex protein or gluten structure. That explains why so many people are gluten intolerant today. You look at the timeline. So it was the 1950s that the wheat was hybridized. It was the 1970s that it went worldwide. So by the 1990s, every pasta, every pizza, every biscuit, cake, cookie, donut, cereal, bread, it's all made out of the hybridized wheat.
Over time, excessive wheat consumption can contribute to inflammation, poor nutrient absorption, and a greater risk of chronic health issues. Opting for ancient grains or gluten-free alternatives can help support a more alkaline, balanced system. Ready to take charge of your health? Comment "Goodbye wheat" and start your journey to a healthier, stronger body today. 3. Caffeine. Caffeine, commonly found in coffee, tea and sodas, is a significant acid-forming compound that can disrupt the body's pH balance when consumed excessively. It depletes essential minerals such as calcium and magnesium, which are critical for maintaining alkalinity and overall health. This mineral loss contributes to a more acidic environment in the body, weakening its ability to fight diseases like cancer. The situation worsens when caffeine is paired with sugar, as in sodas and energy drinks. This combination not only increases acidity, but also provides cancer cells with their preferred fuel source, sugar. Over time, high consumption of these beverages promotes inflammation, oxidative stress, and a weakened immune system, creating an ideal environment for disease progression.
And of course, caffeine usually comes hand in hand with the sugar, which certainly ups it. And remember our 2.6 Coca-Cola, that's a combination of the caffeine and the sugar. Did you know that Coca-Cola is called Coca-Cola because I think it was in the early part of the 20th century, they put cocaine in it. And then they went over to caffeine, which is just as dangerous.
Reducing or eliminating sugary caffeinated drinks is a simple yet impactful step toward better health. Tyson decided to reduce his caffeine intake, and the difference was incredible. Within weeks, he felt more balanced, his energy levels stabilized. Say goodbye to sugary caffeine drinks. Comment "healthy choices" and take charge of your body's pH balance now. 4. Refined sugar. Refined sugar is one of the most dangerous acid-forming foods for your health. When consumed, sugar is metabolized into acidic byproducts like lactic acid, which disrupt the body's pH balance and deplete essential alkaline minerals such as potassium and magnesium. These minerals are vital for maintaining a neutral internal environment, and their depletion leads to increased acidity. What makes sugar even more harmful is its role in fueling cancer growth. Cancer cells thrive in acidic conditions and feed on sugar as their primary energy source. Additionally, sugar stimulates inflammation, which weakens the immune system and accelerates the progression of chronic diseases. Cutting down on refined sugar and replacing it with natural low glycemic alternatives is crucial for maintaining a balanced pH and protecting your body against disease. Ready to kick sugar and take control of your health? Comment "Goodbye sugar" and start your journey to a healthier, cancer-resistant body. 5. Aged cheese. Aged cheeses, particularly mould-based varieties like blue cheese, are some of the most acid-forming foods. When consumed, these cheeses break down into compounds that significantly increase acidity in the body, putting stress on the kidneys and making it harder to maintain a balanced pH. Mould-based cheeses like Blue and Roquefort are especially problematic as they not only disrupt pH balance but also introduce additional metabolic stress due to their mold content. This acidic environment creates the perfect conditions for cancer cells to grow and thrive.
Aged cheese. What's the blue in the blue vein cheese? The blue in the blue vein cheese is mold. So the only cheeses that don't sit under that category, the cheeses that have probably a pH of 7 would be your fresh. So that's your cottage, your ricotta. I'm not saying that they are okay, because usually they come from cows who have not been fed right or have chemicals in them. But on the pH scale, they're not as acid.
Other dairy products, such as milk and yogurt, while less acidic than aged cheeses, also contribute to acidity. Over time, excessive dairy consumption can exacerbate inflammation and deplete the body of essential alkaline minerals like calcium and magnesium, further disrupting the body's internal balance. While dairy provides some nutrients, its acid-forming nature often outweighs its benefits, particularly for those at risk of chronic diseases. By reducing the intake of aged and mold-based cheeses and opting for more alkaline-forming alternatives, such as plant-based sources of calcium, you can help create a healthier environment in your body. This shift not only supports overall health, but also reduces the risk of cancer and other chronic conditions linked to acidity. Take control of your health today. Comment "Ditch the G's" and create a body where disease can't thrive. Alcohol. Alcohol is one of the most harmful acid-forming substances for the body, primarily due to the way it is metabolized. When consumed, alcohol breaks down into acetaldehyde, a highly toxic byproduct that is both a neurotoxin and a carcinogen. Acetaldehyde not only creates an acidic environment in the body, but also damages vital stem cells, which play a critical role in tissue repair and regeneration.
Alcohol breaks down in the body to acetaldehyde. And acetaldehyde is a neurotoxin. We don't want a neurotoxin. A neurotoxin is a brain killer. There are 5 places you can be exposed to acetaldehyde. Yes, if someone consumes alcohol. Yes, if someone has a yeast problem and they're having a lot of fruit, it will break down to this. Cigarette smoke. Car fumes give off acetaldehyde, and the last one is vinegar. We don't use vinegar here, we use lemon. Lemon is far superior.
When stem cell function is impaired, the body's ability to heal itself and fight off diseases, including cancer, is significantly reduced. Chronic alcohol consumption further exacerbates this issue by placing a heavy burden on the liver, the body's primary detoxifying organ. Over time, this leads to inflammation, oxidative stress, and an increased risk of liver damage, cirrhosis, and liver cancer. Additionally, alcohol is strongly linked to cancers of the esophagus, throat, mouth, and colon. Its acidic byproducts disrupt the body's delicate pH balance, creating conditions where cancer cells can thrive. Alcohol also contributes to dehydration, which exacerbates acidity and reduces the body's efficiency in flushing out toxins. Eliminating or significantly reducing alcohol intake is a critical step toward improving overall health. Substituting alcohol with healthier options such as herbal teas, infused water, or natural juices can help maintain hydration while supporting the body's pH balance. This shift not only lowers acidity but also enhances the body's natural defenses, helping to create a stronger, cancer-resistant system. Ready to take a step toward better health? Comment "Goodbye alcohol" and create a stronger, healthier body today. 7. Processed grains. Processed grains such as white rice, white bread, and refined cereals are highly acid-forming and offer little nutritional value. During processing, these grains are stripped of their fibre, vitamins, and minerals, leaving behind a product that is quickly metabolized into sugar. This rapid breakdown contributes to a spike in blood sugar levels and creates an acidic environment in the body where diseases like cancer can thrive. These grains lack the essential nutrients required to combat acidity and support immune function, making them a poor choice for long-term health. Regular consumption of processed grains can also lead to inflammation, insulin resistance, and weight gain, which further weaken the body's natural defenses. Over time, these factors increase the risk of chronic conditions, including cancer, diabetes, and cardiovascular disease. So, replacing processed grains with whole grain alternatives, such as brown rice, quinoa, or whole grain bread, can significantly improve your body's pH balance. Whole grains retain their natural fibre and nutrients, helping to neutralize acidity, support digestion, and strengthen the immune system. This simple dietary switch not only promotes overall health, but also reduces the risk of cancer and other chronic diseases. Ready to swap out processed grains for healthier choices? Comment "whole grains only" and start creating a cancer-resistant body today. 8. Highly processed foods. Highly processed foods, such as packaged snacks, fast food, and ready-made meals, are loaded with artificial additives, preservatives, and unhealthy fats that disrupt the body's pH balance. These foods are metabolized into acidic byproducts, creating an environment that supports inflammation and oxidative stress, which are directly linked to cancer development. The high levels of refined sugars and unhealthy oils in processed foods further contribute to acidity and weaken the immune system, making it harder for the body to fight off disease. In addition to their acid-forming properties, processed foods lack essential nutrients like fibre, vitamins, and minerals, which are necessary to neutralize acidity and maintain overall health. Regular consumption of these foods can lead to chronic inflammation, insulin resistance, and weight gain, all of which increase the risk of cancer and other degenerative diseases. By eliminating or minimizing highly processed foods from your diet and replacing them with whole, nutrient-dense options like fresh fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, you can restore your body's pH balance. This not only reduces acidity but also strengthens your immune system, creating a healthier, cancer-resistant internal environment. Say no to additives and yes to natural health. Comment "fresh and healthy" and make the switch today. At 9, tobacco products. Though not a food, tobacco products are a major contributor to acidity and oxidative stress in the body. Smoking and other forms of tobacco use introduce harmful chemicals that disrupt the body's pH balance, creating an acidic environment where inflammation and disease thrive. This acidity weakens the immune system, damages healthy cells, and promotes the growth of cancer cells, particularly in the lungs, throat, and mouth.
People die from alcohol-related diseases. Far more people die from tobacco-related diseases, and yet they're not banning tobacco or alcohol, are they? That's why the deaths to COVID fade into insignificance against all of these.
Tobacco also depletes the body's oxygen levels, further compounding its harmful effects. Cancer cells thrive in low oxygen, acidic conditions, making tobacco one of the most dangerous contributors to chronic diseases. Quitting tobacco is one of the most impactful steps you can take to reduce acidity, restore balance, and improve overall health. Take control of your body's pH balance. Comment "quit today" and start building a stronger, healthier future. Cancer thrives in an acidic, low oxygen environment fueled by acid-forming foods like sugar, meat, and alcohol. By reducing these foods and focusing on alkaline-forming options, you can create an internal environment that fights cancer, supports stem cell activity, and enhances your overall health and well-being. If you found this information helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video to help others learn how to make healthier choices. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time on your journey to better health.